Percent of high performers are building their morning routines backward. Today, we flip the script on everything you think you know about peak performance on Mornings in the Lab. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab, where we turn science. Oh, baby, we turn science into results. I'm your host. I'm Keith Bilous. And hey, quick heads up. This is an R-rated experience. Marty's in the lab. Yeah, he's here this morning for the loop, so you better put the headphones on. You never know what's going to drop out of Marty's mouth. Today, we're breaking down the science of peak performance with Dr. Ford Dyke. Listen, when Team USA needed to rewrite what's possible, rewrite? What is this, Bugs Bunny? When Team USA needed to rewrite what's possible, they called Ford. They didn't call GM or Chevy. I know, Marty, it's not a good joke. Join us, 10 leaders ready to put 100 days, 100 hours, one focus.
There's nothing yellow about that, baby. If you're seeing yellow in there, brother, you're colorblind as a motherfucker. Let's just be straight. You only get one chance to make a first impression. Once you get deep enough into this side of the fence, you can't unsee it. Most people don't know how bad they feel until they finally feel good. Once you see that, you can't unsee it. You can't unring that bell. If your lady's saying that, you're doing it wrong. If you're giving her what she wants, she's never going to say that. We have much more control of how others are going to behave around us based upon how we behave.
A lot of people don't invest in themselves, and then they look up and they wonder why they're injured, why they can't perform how they want to. If you don't sleep, you don't deserve
to train.
You don't get
it's a privilege. It's a privilege.
If you're waking up sore every morning, man, you got to hit that deep sleep. Try some melatonin or work on some mindfulness before bedtime.
We always rush to our meeting with our lawyer. We always rush to that most important business meeting. Hey, you know what? Maybe you have a meeting with yourself today and it's called sleep. Your morning doesn't need another routine. No, it needs a complete system redesign. So I introduce you to my friend, John Anderson. I introduce you to my friend, Richie Ingram. And Richie, I introduce you to my friend, one of the OGs in the lab here, Mr. Ford Dyke.
You guys are talking about sleep optimization, and I don't know what time zone you're on, man, but I told you last time, this is not an optimal window for me to be performing at gold. This is definitely like a bronze, maybe getting a podium finish. I don't really call it a routine. I call it more of a practice, because I think routine is pretty limited and it sounds robotic to me, and I'm a human and I represent the process oriented approach versus that goal oriented approach. And craft coffee is a whole nother conversation for me.
Yes.
But single origin B60 pour over on the fellow, I don't fuck around with that. So I'm not snapping off a Keurig on hanging out with the fucking fun moms in the parking lot, dropping my kids off at preschool. No, this is next level shit. This stuff is premier, top shelf, top level. And I can go on and on, man, but I just love the fact that it's part of my morning meditation too. I'm in there and I'm grinding it and I'm smelling it and I'm enjoying the process of making it. You're driving your own destiny, not any of this other shit coming in from the outside.
We really don't stay the same as humans. We're getting better or worse. And most people, their loop, there's more negative habits installed than there are positive habits. Fuck, I'm 40 years old. What happened to all the cool shit I want to do in my life? Remember, you were going to do it tomorrow.
Once you're quiet, once you're still, your body's not going to lie to you. Your body's going to tell you everything it needs and everything it wants.
The body speaks a language. We just have never been taught to decode its language.
Most people mistake motivation for transformation.
You can now decide what's serving me, what's not serving me, and which one of those do I want to put more attention into. It's actually super simple, Rich, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It's one of the most challenging things you can try.
Try to count your way in. That's what works for me.
You just got to take the time out and focus where the focus needs to be. You don't always need somebody telling you, all right, now look at this.
Johnny is like, Ford, you're a coffee connoisseur. John Anderson is a bidet connoisseur.
Oh, I love it.
I got to think that he spends time on the bidet, like just finding that gap in the space, because Johnny's got these exceptional cheeks, right?
I'm still, from the moment I get up, I'm trying to find that center. I'm trying to find that spot. So I don't look at my phone, because all that does is speed shit up, man. So the question is, am I going to dump one off, clean myself up, go do something, come back a few minutes later? Or am I just going to sit there and chill and absorb some knowledge and some quiet time and wait for all three? You can't force it. It's coming when it wants to come.
H.U.M.A.N. Hydrate, measure your hydration. Unplug, measure how much time that you're resting. Move, measure your sedentary versus your active behavior. Aspire, how much time are you setting intentions and goals in your life to move forward, to progress? And N is nourish.
You have the power to stop procrastinating. You have the power to make your morning a place where you get ahead of the curve. You have the power to do whatever the fuck you choose.
You have the power to say no to something so you can say yes to a lot of things. New research shows that 84% of cholesterol medications might be unnecessary.
Oh my God, what a topic.
But only if you understand how to engineer your nutrition.
If you take care of, get rid of, or significantly reduce saturated fat, which is animal fat, then you're on your way to healthy cholesterol.
The choices we're making daily can have an effect on our genetic makeups as well.
We need to have a certain level of cholesterol, but in excess, not healthy.
Go get that low-hanging fruit. Make it easy to start.
Track your sleep. Johnny often says you don't deserve to go to the gym because you didn't sleep tonight.
Quick fix is doing the shit every goddamn day. Most people think it's difficult only because the people around them have convinced them it's difficult.
Yes.
This shit is not difficult.
I'm just going to have some slumber party time and just enjoy.
Mornings in the Lab with Keith and friends. This is the Morning Loop Reloaded, the first 15 minutes of the hour to get your day started, to get your ass out of bed, to help you achieve those big, audacious goals.
He looks like he's fucking dressed in a costume that's even fucking cooler than his name. Like, Jesus Christ, is this guy for real? And then he comes in and he's just filled with all this fucking cool substance.
He had command control by saying nothing. Not too many people can do that.
When you know your shit, you can talk about your shit and not give a shit.
Guy could glue a lipstick thing to his forehead. I don't give a fuck.
Who the fuck cares if you wear makeup? If you feel great wearing makeup, good for you.
Your label should be, this is fucking me. And if you like it, good. Stay here. If you don't, just do it over there.
I had trouble saying I love you to Rob because I do, man. I would fucking die. I keep gay people in high regard. And the reason why is because they were born into a society that didn't allow them to be who they are. You are setting the example to what other people should emulate to completely and truly be who you are, and I value that highly.
When you're truly expressing love and you realize you're expressing love because you want to and there's no strings attached, that's when it gets easier. You're going to heal for your kids, or they're going to have to heal from you.
Because you're changing a habit, because your boy's going to wake up in 10, 15 years from now, and accumulatively, you've taught him what you have missed out on, right? Yeah. So that, to me, is fucking powerful stuff.
So what you got to do is you got to, obviously, you're not talking about yourself. You're talking about, does your partner have the cheeks that you want? So you got to basically take what you're looking for is between a third and a fourth knuckle. So as you start sliding those things between the cheek, I'm looking for a triple knuckle cheek. That's what I'm looking. I want 3 knuckles to disappear. That's what I'm looking for. You got to be careful, fellas, because if you use the knuckle system on your wife or your girlfriend, right? Be ready. She's going to turn that around on you.
We are always dropping nuggets. We are always giving you guys things to think about, and we're always trying to give practical advice.
There was a product that they had that goes into sodas, and it was so hazardous that if you would have dropped something into it, it would disintegrate. And we used to joke around, okay, I'm gonna murk that motherfucker and drop him into the whatever. You're putting that shit into your body. Just nonchalantly having a fucking Coca-Cola, just know that there are chemicals in it that will literally disintegrate objects. And you're putting that chemical, that harmful chemical.
Is the triple knuckle test a surprise thing, or am I supposed to warn her for?
Look, I'll tell you, one of the most sexy things for me is seeing a woman in either running shorts or like running leggings. And that to me, like, if that ass is together, and I know we have something in common already, I don't need to measure that.
Spandex is the enemy of the truth. Isn't that true, right? Because spandex shows it all.
If you're not in love with the process and of the consistency and the grind of doing that every day, you got to change something, because you're not going to continue. Hydrate, unplug, move, aspire, and nourish.